Welcome to the America's Championship bronze medal game. This Brazil in green, Colombia in blue. Braz number 11 will make the attempt at the first try. Braz gets around the corner. Neme had him. Rodriguez tried to put him into the cone there, but did not. Get my rosters out here. Vargas over to Roscoe. And Charlie Neme, number 7, will score Colombia's first try. Easily twice as many fans in here as there were earlier. They know this winner will earn a ticket to World Championships in Denmark. Goncalves, number 10, with the try for Brazil. And it's 2-1. 47 seconds into this game. Just had a nice conversation with Bob Lopez, referee, also the commissioner of the USWRA. We have playoffs going on this same weekend, so there's always something going on. Neme sees a Roscoe. Roscoe has Braz, and Goncalves, but nobody's stopping him this time. 2-2. Almost a minute into this first quarter. This is the final game for both teams. Everything on the line here. They played earlier. Colombia won that game. Goncalves hit by Orozco, but couldn't stop him. And it'll be 3-2. It is a hot one here in Medellin, Colombia. The temp only says 82 outside, but there is no air movement. And inside this building, it's at least 8 degrees higher. I'm sure down on the floor it's hotter. And these guys were pushing hard, warming up for this game. And considering that most of us do not sweat, that can be an issue. We'll see if it affects anybody. Vargas following Neme and Orozco has Camargo coming in. And Braz hit by Neme to give Vargas the try. 3-3, tied up. My name's Dave Mengen. I'll be here with you this game and for the championship game in 2 hours. Braz over the try line. Neme looking for help. He's got a Roscoe in front of him. Would rather have Vargas. Trying to find a clean inbound. He does get it to Vargas. And Vargas with only Camargo to beat. 4-4. 6:15 left in the first. Camargo again to Goncalves. And Goncalves has a Roscoe in front of him, knocks the wheel off. And we'll get an equipment timeout for that one. Goncalves not going anywhere with one wheel. So maybe a circle. He had some momentum, though. Look how far he is away from that thing. Colombia with 3 wins in the tournament. Lost to the United States twice, Canada once. Brazil with 2 wins, losing to Canada twice, United States once, and Colombia once. Goncalves in the key. Braz goes to Wiersma. Wiersma across the try line with the ball. And the ref calls that good. Launched there by Orozco. And it'll be Julian Vargas for that try. Is that contact before the whistle, or he's calling the inbounder? I have a bench, a coach's timeout from Brazil. So Colombia and Brazil will both go back to the bench. The coach's timeout is a minute if you're new here. Any floor timeout called by a player during play or at any other time is only 30 seconds. Coach's timeout can only be called on a dead ball, meaning it's out of bounds. Not in play. Colombian crowd cheering. Air horns abound. And the inbound to Goncalves. Colombia a little slow getting in it. Rodriguez misses Goncalves. Vargas misses Goncalves. And Braz gets the try despite the work being done by Goncalves. Orozco gets a pick from Rodriguez. Gets to Braz. Can't get around him. Now he does. Little help there from Camargo. Not what he intended, but... And swiped at the line by Goncalves, but to no avail. Orozco trying to get his hands in there. Neme hooks Goncalves. Goncalves gives up, gives it to Braz. Braz has to call timeout because he can't get across half court. He only had one more second. Saw the shot clock and knew the right thing was to call timeout. So this timeout saves them from a turnover and only lasts 30 seconds. Been a great week of rugby here. In between matches, I've been watching the rugby going on in Kansas City, Missouri. Another playoff tournament in the United States next weekend in New Jersey, hosted by the Philadelphia team, which I get to play in, hopefully. If I make it home, I don't know, it's gorgeous here. Kind of want to stay. I'd miss my family too much. Camargo to Braz. Braz feigns going in, and they open up the key for him. Gonna call him Moses. Over the top. Can Vargas get to it before Goncalves? He does. Slows it down now that he's across half. Sees Orozco and Braz not able to get to that one. So Colombia ties it up again at 7-7. 4:48 in the first remaining. Braz hit by Orozco. He's got Camargo giving the lead. Braz stopped there by Vargas and Rodriguez. Goncalves misses the pass. Orozco picks it up. He needs to get across half without turning it over. He does. Now Colombia. And the reach there on Goncalves will put him in the penalty box. Colombia gaining a lot of momentum from that turnover. The crowd and their bench are very excited, as you can hear. Subs coming in as soon as they can. They cannot now because that was not an opportunity for such a thing. So Vargas scores. Goncalves calls inbound. Feitosa sitting on the sidelines waiting to come in. Braz hurries down court. Beats Neme and Vargas. Almost tosses himself. Vargas takes the inbound, following Neme. Looking for help, not pushing over, gets it to Neme. Neme needs help. Braz getting his hand in there, gets it to Vargas. Orozco forward. And Colombia .342 left. I didn't see that one get scored. Goncalves up the middle. Orozco gets his hand in there, and they call a held ball. Possession arrow in favor of Colombia. Colombia will take over. Score says 9-8. Neme into Orozco. Roscoe being the name he was given in the United States. He has, and I believe does, play with the U.S. team. Orozco trying to get around the corner. Does beat Junqueira around that cone. Feitosa back in. First time this game. So it's Braz and Feitosa. High-low for Brazil. Feitosa unable to grab it. Rodriguez has it. Smart to turn back. Trying to pick it up is Orozco, but no pressure. Colombian blue. Up. Gives it to Vargas. Vargas gets hit, and he drops the ball, but Feitosa crosses the line. So he will go to the penalty box. Colombia will get a new 40-second clock, and with 2:45 left, Colombia a chance to widen the gap. Colombia, 10-8. Now trying to lock up Braz before he scores. And they do. Now Braz calls inbound. Feitosa allowed to get in. Pick there by Junqueira. Feitosa. Faster than Vargas there, has chair position. Expected the hit from Orozco, but he pulled up. Can't hit somebody at the line if you can't make a difference in the outcome. It's unnecessary and dangerous, especially since you're usually coming in at the wrong angle. Vargas scoring the try. 2:05 left. The drone above my head feels nice with that wind blowing from the fans. You can keep that there all day, buddy. Vargas, axle pop. And the inbound coming. Junqueira gets it to Braz. Orozco there. And somebody's upside down. Looks like it's Uriel Rodriguez. So Braz in, tries to get around Neme, he does. Orozco and Vargas there to try and stop him. They do not. 150 remaining. And again, Vargas, Axel. (12:10), Colombia inbounds. Orozco spins. He's got help over the top. It's Rodriguez. If he can get there. Colombia now 3 goals up. The crowd excited. At least 50 people in the stands now. More than I want to count. I counted to 20 and didn't get halfway there. Junqueira to Braz. Orozco and Vargas. Orozco swipes it out of his hand. He picks it back up. And now it's up to Feitosa. But it looks like Neme is going to beat him there. And he does. Stops that pass from being caught. Feitosa trying to get Braz to calm down, as is their coach. Tranquilo. 1:22 left. Colombia will pad their lead further. Neme trapped in the corner. Orozco makes it 14-10. And it'll be Wiersma. How can he wear that hat in here? It's so hot. Wiersma gets it to Braz. Braz all the way up top to Feitosa, who had to go the long way around Neme. And he'll score with 56.7. Clock management skills at work. 14-11, Colombia in the lead. Here in Medellin. Contact before the whistle. That against number 1, Brazil. Orozco picks it up, throws it to Vargas. Vargas will have no trouble with that. Score quickly is the cry in Spanish, I'm sure. 48.7, that guarantees Colombia another attempt to try. Unless Brazil uses a timeout. Referee having trouble getting it in a lap of Junqueira. Orozco gets a hand on it, as does Feitosa, but that will be Brazil's ball. Feitosa hit again, and has to call. He does not call timeout. I saw him say it. I saw the words come out of his mouth. But that's a turnover. Ref didn't hear it. Home court advantage. The referee can't hear you call timeout. Can't see us call timeout. You don't get a timeout. Junqueira to Feitosa. And he is up court with 27. Shot clock really only 1 second away from the game clock. So Brazil will try and use it. Neme finally gets off the pick. And Braz with the ball, 9 seconds left. He wants to hang on as long as he can. Vargas helps push him over. 6 seconds. Neme going long. But Colombia will be content to go into the end of the quarter up by 4, 16-12 as time expires. Colombia over Brazil. My name's Dave Mengen. We got 3 more quarters coming at you. 2 minutes later, we'll be into the second one. So the teams are ready to get back to the second quarter. Or to start the second quarter, I guess. June Kira has the ball. Referee counting the 10 seconds. Does he not know she blew the whistle? And timeout called. Colombia holding rank there, not allowing Brazil to inbound. Make no mistake, both teams know what's on the line here. Braz popped out of his lap, and the referee says he touched it last. Orozco feels like he finally got one. Looking for somebody to get it to. Vargas is wide open. Vargas clearly either sweating or pouring water on himself every chance he gets. It is hot here. We're also a mile above sea level. And Vargas crossed that line. 17-12 is our score. Colombia in the lead. Rodriguez unable to slow Braz, and Neme hung up on the chair of Feitosa. Vargas starting to look hot, tired. And Neme chucks it all the way up. But we have 10, no touch. Rodriguez did not get there in time. That'll be a turnover. Great defense there by Brazil. June Kira now has Braz. Rodriguez holding on to him. Feitosa turns around, tries to get to the try line. He's got June Kira in front of him. Braz held out by Orozco. Orozco now held out by Wiersma. And Braz able to get position and collect that pass. The scoreboard says 17-14. Now Vargas chasing this down. Vargas very hot. (18-14), only 1 minute into the second quarter. Feitosa gets around both Rodriguez and Neme. Neme tries to get there. He does. Blocks him. Hit from behind and tire popped. And Rodriguez very disappointed. He had him. And by hitting him in the wheel, instead of hitting him out, he basically gave him an opportunity to start over. New 12-second clock. I don't know if the shot clock started on time because there's only 3 seconds gone. I thought there was more than that, but it's not up to me. So Junqueira looking at Feitosa in front of him. As soon as he lifts his hands up, he's going to be pushed. Orozco picked out by Wiersma. Feitosa doing a good job going to his pick. Nice heads-up play by the .5, Wiersma. Neme has Vargas. Vargas twisted, though. Now he's got it. 3 Brazilian players trying to stop him. He gets through. Braz hits him, and Rodriguez gets it back to Orozco. Orozco has Neme, but he also has Braz and Feitosa in the way. Still able to squeak through. Looks like we got an equipment problem here. It's Wiersma whose hand is stuck in the wheel. couldn't get it out. Referee didn't hear him calling for help. Very loud in the building, as you can probably tell. Hopefully I'm speaking loud enough that you can hear me. So Braz looking for the inbound. Vargas and Orozco trying to stop it. Now ball dropped. Junqueira changed his mind. And lost control. And now we have a coach's timeout. I believe. Certainly a timeout. The referee has not signaled a coach's timeout. Now the referee has signaled a coach's timeout called by Brazil. .6:28 left in this second quarter. Seems like this quarter has moved very slowly. Lots of stoppages. Timeouts, a couple of axles, a hand stuck in the wheel, and the margin has been cut to 2 by Brazil. But again, Colombia has possession of the ball with 6:28 left. Neme coming over to get the ball. Taking his time, see he feels the heat. And now Rodriguez has an equipment problem. My kingdom for a spray bottle. In for Brazil. Number 3, Camargo. Looks different with his hair wet. Pass knocked down by Goncalves. Camargo has it, gets it back to Braz. Braz gets around Orozco. And Brazil cuts it to 1. Colombia inbounding. Vargas ducks under his pick. Weaves through traffic. Stuck at half court. Tries to pass over Goncalves and fails. And Braz in his face. Talking a bunch of crap. So now Colombia will call a coach's timeout. This one is for all the marbles. We all know USA-Canada is a rivalry game. We all know both teams came here to win that. But these two teams, they came here to win this. The winner of this goes to the World Championships. The loser does not. 1917. Is that right? Neme in to Vargas. Camargo gets in the way. Grabbed by Wiersma, given to Braz. And Goncalves scores the try. Now it's 1. I feel like 1 wasn't counted. Orozco has it, and he will score that easily. So Colombia back to 2. Coach Vargas, very animated on the sideline. Orozco tries to get it from Braz. Vargas taken out by Wiersma. Now Braz, 1 man to beat. Gets the try. 5:27 left in this quarter. Vargas to Orozco. Orozco ducks, dodges, and scores the try. Colombia again up by 2. Camargo. Wiersma protecting. Braz gets out underneath Wiersma. Goncalves there. Brazil dropping to the key, at least that's what their coach is saying. Orozco spins around, loses Camargo, at least for the moment. Gets around Wiersma. Camargo reaching in. He's got Vargas in front of him, but doesn't need it. And Goncalves went for the pass rather than the play. Goncalves with 2 pickers. Camargo in his way. Orozco gets his hand on it, and they'll say that's Brazil's ball. Based on the trajectory of that, it could have gone either way. Trajectory. Camargo. Goncalves. Neme tries to get to him, but over the top is Braz as soon as Neme leaves. Back to 1 point. 4:28 left in the quarter. Up to Vargas. Vargas needs to get across half. He does. Trying to push it all the way. He turns back. Got an equipment. Not sure exactly who it is. Probably Rodriguez because it hasn't been called. Neme wide open in the middle and gets it across. And yes, that's Rodriguez with a flat tire. Guriel Rodriguez, number 10 for Colombia in blue. They're trying to get him a new wheel. Somebody's going to come out, lift him up. Apparently he asked for a different wheel. He's going to get one of Venegas's wheels. I hope he's not coming out anytime soon. So hopefully Colombian equipment guy is taking care of that. Braz. Vargas taps him. And Camargo sets the pick. 23-22, 3:56 left in the quarter. Just past half of this period. Up to Orozco. Orozco finds Neme to get across half. And Neme, not pursued, will take his time because he can. 3:38 left in the quarter. And now we have equipment. It's Vargas with an axle sticking out. I can see it from here. Camargo gets it in. Tries to lead out. Goncalves that he does. Orozco reaches for the ball, goes over, and Braz touched by Neme as he goes across. It didn't appear to be, at least to the referees, any contact there. So that was not a penalty. Otherwise, they'd have called it right away. Brazil in the key. Colombia up by 1, 3:26 left in this quarter. Two players waiting to come in, though this not the right time. The referee found a puddle or somebody. So out comes the mop. Don't want to see anybody slip. Orozco is a sweater, as we call him. Tries to get behind Braz. Braz getting his hands up and knocked out by Brazil. So with only 26 left on the shot, Colombia now gets a new shot clock and the inbound to Vargas. Orozco not trapped in the key. Gets around Wiersma. Not sure why they held Orozco there. Goncalves, it's a pick from Wiersma. Rodriguez there to stop him as well as Neme. Braz chucks it up to Camargo, who reels it in. 25-24, Colombia. 2:50 left in the quarter. Vargas has it from Neme. Trying to face the right way so at least he can make a decent pass. Orozco behind him, takes it out of his hands, calls timeout. He didn't have a clear out, and there was nobody across half court. Goncalves was not going to let him across the half court line. So Feitosa comes in, Braz out. Amaya coming in. I expect that means Vargas is out, both of them 2.0s. Rodriguez very hot, getting sprayed and dried off. Orozco getting dried off. But at least he can sweat, control his body temperature some. Brazil discussing strategy. So far, Colombia with a 1-goal lead and the ball advantage. Rodriguez not looking for the ball. Lets Amaya take it. Amaya blocked, and Orozco makes the same pass, but further away from a player. Much easier, higher percentage. And Colombia again up by 2. 2:32 left in the quarter. Goncalves trapped. Gets it over to Feitosa. Backed into by Orozco. And now Amaya hits Camargo and pops his own tire. Team Canada, Team Argentina looking on. Canada and USA in the game after this. At 4:30, that'll be our gold medal match. And while both teams have earned their opportunity to go to Worlds, neither wants to leave here with a loss. Of course, Worlds, the big prize, Paralympics. Those are the two everyone wants. But nobody wants to come home here with silver when they're playing for gold. Amaya loses a wheel. It looks like it's the wheel cover. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. He did, he lost the wheel cover. Guess there's a first time for everything. That one's going in the bin. So Amaya back on his wheels. Inbound. Orozco, double teamed. Turns his back on the play. Unable to get out. No place to go with it. He's going to call timeout. So Colombia with 2:01 left, up by 1, has to spend another timeout. think Brazil is ahead in the timeout battle. Colombia having spent 3 on the floor, I believe. Amaya wants to get it to Orozco, tries to push it out, gets it to Orozco, gets it to Rodriguez. It did not touch the floor or a player across the line, and 12 seconds expires. It can't be in the air. It has to touch something in the front court for that 12 clock to stop being counted. So that is why Colombia turns it over. And now Brazil with an opportunity to tie it up. Goncalves. Feitosa in the corner. Going to be handed to him by Goncalves. No. Thought that was a no-brainer. Goncalves spinning. Minute 24, 15 left on the shot. Tries to back in. He gets around Orozco by faking the front. And Orozco picks it up. Tied up by the 2 pickers. And Amaya drops the pass. And now Brazil with a minute 12. And the opportunity to get up by 1. Possession arrow in favor of Colombia, so they will start the next quarter with the ball. Feitosa dives in. Drops the ball, hits the cone. That's out of bounds. And Colombia will take over. So the old turnover. Although usually it doesn't happen after an inbound in the same way. Usually when somebody turns it over after catching a turnover, it's because of the false sense of urgency that comes with collecting that turnover. And timeout is called. He called equipment timeout because his axles popped. And you can see him sliding sideways because that wheel will not stay on. .105 left in the quarter. Coming up on halftime here. 26-26. Vargas getting a much needed rest. And a beautiful pass. Rodriguez gets it across with 1:03 left. Colombia regains the lead 27-26. Feitosa hit, but knocked off the pick of Rodriguez. Amaya trying to get there. Gets it to Goncalves. And Brazil ties it up with 53.1. That reach of Orozco. And Feitosa comes to meet him as he crosses half. And Colombia will take their time. Camargo looking to get down in the play. He does. Taking his time, 13 on the shot. He needs to make sure he has another timeout. Timeout called. That is definitely their last one. So Colombia with 16 on the game clock, 15 on the shot clock, will attack. Brazil back out of the key. Neme looking to inbound. Gets it to Orozco. Hit by Feitosa. Camargo there. Feitosa stays in the way. Amaya tries to get the other side. And he's there. Can he get it in? With 4.7, Amaya scores the try. If you know somebody who's not watching, you should give them a call. This is a good one. Colombia up by 1 on Brazil. USA and Canada preparing for their match. Canada in red, USA in blue. That's the gold medal round. Nervous energy. Players already out there. Still a minute and 11 seconds before we get started. These two teams have seen games go both ways, win and lose between them. Colombia has won the ones that matter in the past couple of years. Beating Brazil in 3 bronze medal matches. Sorry, 2 bronze medal matches leading up to this. Colombia also at Worlds in Australia for the first time, won their first game in World Championship play. Players come out, shaking hands. Not something we always do at halftime, always before the game. But it shows you the brotherhood we have here in this sport. So the quick inbound, Orozco gets it over to Vargas, and they're across half. Vargas taking his time, wants Orozco, but can't get off the pick. And there's Camargo in his way. Goncalves. Camargo almost knocked out by Orozco. Orozco trapped, and Camargo finally knocked out by Rodriguez. Good teamwork there. So Camargo in the penalty box. Neme looking to inbound. Vargas seems to be having trouble with his feet. Not to mention the heat. It is hot in here. I'm miserable, and I'm sitting down holding a microphone. These guys got to be just hot as hell. Orozco catches and scores. Camargo inbounds, 29-27. Colombia on top. Orozco tries to get to Braz, throws it up to Camargo. Camargo with the try. Sometimes my mouth will roll that R, sometimes it won't. That looks like Orozco based on the lack of a right hand. They'll put the wheel on first. Seems he doesn't need any adjustments. Looking for Rodriguez or Vargas for a pick. Vargas is open, just not looking for the ball. And up to Orozco. Vargas now trying to get up court. Orozco sees him, trying to decide what to do with it, and uses Vargas to get to the try line. Colombia, the first to break 30. Goncalves. Camargo and Braz in front of him. And it's Goncalves for the try. Just over 1 minute into the third. Colombia in the lead by 1. Vargas open. Rodriguez comes toward him. And Neme comes in at an inappropriate angle, causing a turnover. When you come in from the sideline, you have to come in at a 45 or less degree angle. Apparently Charlie did not. So now attacking is Braz. Rodriguez trying to keep Braz out. Corner is open and Braz takes advantage. So now tied at 30 are Colombia and Brazil. Brazil with the advantage. Into Orozco. Orozco's got Rodriguez to help him there. Junqueira in the way. Orozco gets it to Vargas, and Vargas unable to reel it in, but the bounce goes to Neme. Charlie Neme, number 7, in the right place at the right time. And that is no accident. It's Braz who takes it across the try line. 31-31, 6:08 left in the third. Ball goes to Vargas. Goncalves tied up by Rodriguez. Camargo keeps him from going across half. Goncalves not able to stop him, and it looks like it'll be Orozco. Orozco, number 4. Wiping the sweat onto his sleeve. Braz underneath Vargas. Stopped by Neme. Camargo all by himself. Vargas there. Forces Camargo to turn around. Camargo looking for Braz. He hits him. Neme hits him. Orozco unable to get to the corner. Braz one push ahead. 32-32. 5:53 remaining. Braz getting his hand in there. Orozco looking for help. He's got no timeouts. Tries to get it to Vargas. Instead, it's Goncalves. And Goncalves puts Brazil ahead. A coach's timeout called by Colombia. They have no timeouts of any sort left. And try and regroup. Coach is going to give him some advice to try and work on getting that ball across half. This game not at all like the game yesterday or the day before. Kind of run together. Six teams playing 5 games each. That's 15 games in 3 days. And then 4 today. 2 in the books, 1 in play. And the championship comes up next. Orozco running out of time. Gets it up to Venegas, who hangs on. And I believe that's Feitosa, who lands on top of him. He tried to extend to get over for the pass. Put him off balance when he made the hit. Colombia, the inbound. Rodriguez trying to get in position to keep Feitosa out, but he doesn't. And now Camargo calls for the inbound. Around the corner. Goncalves crosses half. Venegas unable to get him, but Rodriguez stops him cold. Orozco now there. Knocks the ball down as he gets control. Colombia with the ball. Orozco smartly being patient, crossing half court, drops the ball. Rodriguez got it and fouled. Orozco lost it. It's slippery, it's wet, it's hot. But that one tumbles in favor of Colombia. So Colombia inbounding. Orozco. Brazil shorthanded. Goncalves in the box. And the try is scored. Colombia back up 34-33. 4:18 left. Feitosa up behind Neme. Neme tries to get out of the way so Orozco can get there, but ball comes in. Orozco. Could have pushed that across half, dribbles it across half. Got Rodriguez and Venegas. And it'll be Venegas across the line. Giovanni Venegas. That Gabriel Feitosa, stopped by Neme, throws it to Camargo, who gets it across. Neme looking, finds Venegas. Venegas looking for Orozco, doesn't have him, gonna have to push. Tries to get it across, throws a bad pass. And Feitosa will give Brazil the lead. It's Orozco and Feitosa. Orozco across half. He's got the advantage. Tied up again at 36. 3:09 left in the third. He came to the right one. And a timeout called. Brazil unable to get across half. Colombian coach asking, do they have a timeout? Because he doesn't have any. Coach Vargas taking a knee on the sideline. Don't let that trigger anyone. Talking to his team refusing to come anywhere near him. Brazil taking the floor again. Junqueira, number 2. Wiersma, number 1. Feitosa and Braz, the high pointers. Feitosa, number 7. Braz, 11. Feitosa spins around. He's got the pick from Wiersma. Pick from Braz. And Brazil will back in to take the lead. Venegas not looking for the ball. Almost drops it. He's been struggling this game. He struggled in the last one a bit too. But this time, a good pass, a good catch, trying to protect it. Goes over the top of the defense to Orozco. stopped, but he backs in. They got lucky on that pass. Brazilian coach saying, spread out, spread out. Braz hooked up on the front of Orozco's chair. Neme tries to slow him down. Rodriguez, the only obstacle to this try. Brazil back on top, 38-37. 2:08 left in the third quarter. This is the bronze medal match. This is the 7th game for both teams over the course of 4 days. And contact before the whistle, that on Rodriguez. Apparently a warning, as no penalty is awarded. Braz, Venegas slows him down. Orozco and Rodriguez, and he goes over at the line and fouls. Referee's conferring that should be on Braz because he initiated the contact by laying in the lap. And what happens there? They award him the timeout. Wow. That's a big moment. I mean, that turnover was big. Colombia needs one if they're going to get on top here. They'd have loved that to have been it. Certainly worked hard for it. Braz called timeout just in time. 1:55 remaining. Score tied at 38. Braz getting fixed up. Colombian coach asking what's going on. Is this an equipment? Is there timeout up? Souza looks like he might be coming out. Number 6, I believe, for Brazil. Or maybe he's just warming up his shoulders. Now we have Abreu, number 9, and Souza, number 6. Resting Feitosa. Venegas pushed across, and they'll give the penalty try to Souza, as he had a clear line to the goal, or the try line. Venegas. Rodriguez gets rid of Souza, and Orozco needs to get that one. Wow! Abreu tried, gave it everything he had. And contact before the whistle. Referee trying to figure out what the call is here. Contact before the whistle. So Rodriguez already had his warning this half. So he'll sit in the box as Brazil inbounds. 1:32 left in the quarter. Brazil will have a much easier time now. Orozco tries to stop Abreu. Orozco on top of that. Neme in the way. Orozco, short-handed turnover. Orozco gets it to Venegas, who can't get to the ball. He lackadaisically goes toward it. Braz fights for it and earns that one. And Venegas didn't push hard for that ball. I'm sorry, just calling it like I see it. So Brazil up. 1:04 left in the quarter. Orozco trying to fight out. He does. Running out of time to get across half. He gets there. Just barely. And with 48, come on across that line, 47.2. Inbound called by 10. What? Now somebody's freaking out. No, it's not Colombia's inbound. He can't call inbound. That was a referee mistake. But they call that a technical. So Rodriguez will stay in the box. Abreu turns back, gives it to Braz. Brazil taking their time. Game tied at 40, 21 seconds. Braz works toward the try line. Venegas. Orozco trying to get in front of him. And with 1 second left on the shot clock, Colombia, the inbound. Neme goes after it, can't get there. And now Brazil has another opportunity. 7.6 seconds remaining. Rodriguez still in the penalty box. That an ill-advised pass. Braz coming around the corner. Venegas too slow to get on that one. Pushes him into the cone, but he gets the score. Try scored. And with 3.2. .2 seconds remaining in the quarter. It's 42-40. Brazil on top. Colombia with no timeouts. Just going to have to take it. And Brazil will start the fourth quarter with the ball, giving them the opportunity to make it 3. My name's Dave Mengen. We're here in Colombia for the America's Championship. This is the bronze medal game. Colombia won the first one, but this is the one that matters. Winner gets their ticket to Worlds. We'll be back here in a minute and a half. I hope you come back and see the end. Colombian players moving around, lots of nervous energy. Brazil currently in the lead. This game has been back and forth. I wish I had some statistics, even just to know if Brazil had a timeout left on the floor. But they have the momentum, and they have the ball. So now it's up to Colombia to earn their way to Worlds, down by 2. And Brazil Seeing a light at the end of the tunnel. But they have to get there first. Colombia brings back Vargas. And the inbound to Goncalves. Goncalves going. Orozco gets off the picks of Junqueira and Camargo. Neme tries to stop him. Vargas open. If he turns around, he had Orozco up top. Too late. Now it's off the back of the chair of Braz, but they will get a new 40 and a new 12. Not a new 40, just a new 12. No actual change of possession there. Neme to Orozco. Junqueira unable to hold him. Braz tries to stop him, unable. Orozco turns, spun, and the ball pulled away. Orozco frustrated there. And now it's 4. Brazil on top. Vargas runs into Camargo. Braz. Junqueira, picker on top. Rodriguez just sitting there. And Neme gets the pass as he sits up top. Nice play. Now it's 3. Brazil leading. 7 minutes from bronze and a ticket to Worlds. Goncalves smartly using his pick. Cuts it back. Neme unable to get him across in half. Orozco looking to help, but Braz there to make sure that Goncalves gets across. Neme into Orozco. He knows Vargas is the target. Turned there by Neme. And Vargas going for that corner, protecting the ball. 6:39 left in the game. Colombia down by 3. Brazil in command. Brazil needs to use this clock to their advantage. Camargo into Braz. Braz looking to get across half. Beats Orozco. Passed over Neme to Camargo, who scores quickly. 46-42. Brazil. 6.5 minutes. Orozco goes underneath Camargo. Runs into Braz, trying to find a place to get rid of it. Can't even face the right way, and he's got equipment, calls equipment. His wheel's coming off. Brazil saying, no, what are you doing? His wheel is clearly off. Given the meter that you get, the Brazilians have to back away from him while he gets his equipment fixed. And they choose to inbound on that side. Rodriguez working with Orozco. Orozco has Braz in front of him. Vargas takes him out. Goncalves there. And Camargo goes over. Camargo, he grabbed kind of his teammate. Sounded like he hit his head. I hope he's okay. Might have just been his shoulder, but they put the word hard in hardwood for a reason. Camargo, okay. Drops into the key. Down by 4. 6:12 remaining. Colombia will attack the key of Brazil. Rodriguez goes around to the left. And 4 in the key is the call. And it'll be Braz. Raz sitting in the penalty. Inbound to Orozco. Brazil smartly staying away. And Orozco now waiting for his teammate to get in front of Braz. And Calves has a lead. Comes back to his other pick. Vargas didn't see that the play had advanced. Orozco tries to stop him at the line. Unable. And 10 seconds, no dribble is the call. A turnover. Colombia with an opportunity to get one back here. 46-43. Vargas nailed. Protecting the ball. Rodriguez sets a pick there so he can get at least in a dribble. He wants Orozco. Finds him. And Neme opens up that corner for him. Orozco leading Goncalves to the right. 46-44. Ball's in. And Goncalves with a breakaway. He'll try and slow things down a little bit. Brazil up by 3. Orozco coming down for the ball. He's got Vargas up high. He sees him. Can he catch it? He can. Deep ball. Colombia needs 2. Brazil needs to burn 5 minutes and avoid 2 turnovers. Over to Braz. Runs into Orozco. 39 on the shot clock. That doesn't make any sense. Now the shot clock looks better. 22. Vargas. Rodriguez. Neme and Orozco stop. And Neme with the foul. Made the stop. No, it'll be Orozco. Three and a half minutes into this final quarter. Brazil takes the ball on a power play. Camargo gets rid of Rodriguez. Goncalves in the middle, trying to sneak through. He's got Vargas with him. Braz in no hurry, just needs to get in his dribbles. 21 left on the shot clock. Junqueira holding Orozco from getting out of the box. And 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Brazil scores the try, up by 3. Orozco to Vargas. Orozco sets a pick. Vargas will get around Camargo. Passes it ahead to Orozco, who's hit as he catches it, but able to hang on. And Rodriguez makes sure he gets through. Camargo looking to inbound. Braz gets it ahead to Camargo. Nailed by Vargas. He patiently awaits somebody to rescue him. Vargas has an axle popped out. Colombia in the key. Brazil leading this game by 2. 3 22 left in the game. 29 seconds left on the shot clock. Camargo inbounds to Braz. Rodriguez tries to hang on, but Braz gets the corner. Keeping Neme out is Junkira. Orozco takes the inbound. Camargo behind him. Braz stopped by Rodriguez. The pass over to Vargas. Colombia puts it within 2, but Brazil in control and down to 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Colombia's chances get slimmer and slimmer as that clock winds down. Braz gets it to Goncalves. Goncalves over the top to Braz. Neme gets there. Camargo tries to grab it, and he does just before crossing the line. Brazil up by 3, 50-47, 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Time running out for Colombia. Vargas turned. Gets it to Orozco. Canapi Goncalves throws it to Vargas, and Vargas saved there by Rodriguez. Somebody needs to buy Rodriguez a Rolex. 48-50. Brazil on top. Goncalves reached by Orozco. Orozco turns him back. Braz sets a pick. And over the top to Camargo is Goncalves. Neme looks for Orozco. Orozco tosses it to Vargas. And that's the best play Colombia can ask for. 2 minutes, 16 seconds left. 2 points. They need a turnover or their hopes will be dashed. 51-49. Brazil gets it in. Brazil needs to be patient. Braz across. Junqueira gets him to safety. And now you'll see the clock milked. Colombian bench saying attack, attack. Ball is loose. Orozco picks it up. And Colombia gets within 1 with 1:46 left in the quarter, in the game, in this bronze medal match. Goncalves stopped by Rodriguez. Braz, just Vargas to beat. Orozco in front of him. Gets his hand on the ball. No jump, no foul. Braz at the line trying to kill the clock. 1:31. 2-point game. Colombia with the ball. Orozco gets it over to he gives it to Goncalves. And that could be the end of Colombia's hopes. 1:22 left. Braz patiently eating up second after second. 26 on the shot clock. 1:10 on the game clock. Vargas looking for an opportunity to stick his hand in there. Braz rightfully wants to get a try in, and he does. So now it's 3. Brazil has a 3-point lead with 1 minute left. Vargas has Goncalves in front of him, gets it to Neme. Neme scores. 48.4 seconds. 40 left on the shot, obviously. 53-51. Brazil, 47 seconds away from earning their ticket to World Championships. Over the top, Camargo able to get it. Scores, making it 3 points with 37.3. And Colombia on life support. No shot clock. Vargas looking for the ball. Gets it. 32 seconds left on the clock. Vargas coming. Rodriguez sets a pick, but at 25.2 remaining, down by 2. Colombia would have a very difficult time winning this one. Braz almost turned over there. And Brazil, with 18 seconds left, Orozco pops it out. Unable to get out of the pile, though. And over the line goes Junqueira. But with 5 seconds left, Colombia will inbound. But 2 points, a lot to make up in 5 seconds. Brazil calls off their substitution. Line working. Orozco looking to put it in there. Vargas tries to get in. Rodriguez there, and it goes to nobody. So with 5 seconds left, Brazil will take over. And with a 2-point lead, Brazil poised to win the bronze medal in the America's Championship and earn their ticket to the World Championship in Denmark. Congratulations to Brazil. They lost to Colombia the first time. They made the adjustments necessary, and they got it done. Colombia also played a great match. Both teams were phenomenal. Dave mentioned, this has been a great tournament. This has been a great game. USA, Canada coming up in a half hour. Got to see that one. There's a rivalry for you. Winner takes home gold. See you at 4:30.
Es muy exigente. Porque me gusta hacer sus